Sir, here is it, you can say.
What did you do with it?
Sir, I can't make the bullet.
You have to make the bullet on as a different sprite. Wait, if I am using your computer, you can't use it. Always use this tool if you want.
What's the costume two? Sorry, nothing, nothing.
The costume cube is the bullet.
Is it supposed to be a different sprite, the bullet?
Yeah, it needs to be a different sprite. Yes. You're talking about this one?
Yeah, what is this?
That's not needed. Even that's not needed. This is needed. We copy paste that, flip it vertical, and just place it. So once these characters are here, hands, just select both of them and send them to back. So your hands are there already. Now you only need is the gun. Draw the gun here. Once you have drawn the gun, then you can start drawing the bullet.
How can I draw the bullet?
Yes, now you can. You need to first draw the gun and then you can draw the bullet. For the bullet, you need to create a new sprite. The bullet is going to be the second sprite.
So how can I make the whole gun? Can you help me? I don't know how can I make the whole gun?
Use this rectangle tool.
Which one? This, okay.
And just put it in its hand. This is kind of like the gun. It is not necessary for the gun to be looking like a gun. Just put it here in its hands, and that is like the gun that you're going to use. Okay. Now you need to have is the bullet here.
Then
So the bullet
how
here.
can
How can you what?
what were you saying? Yeah, I can't understand that.
You need to tell something. You were asking something and you stopped.
Yeah, I was asking that for the bullet, we have to add the costume too.
You have to
Is
add
it?
the sprite to a new sprite you need to add here. Here you need to add a sprite, paint a new sprite, and add a new bullet. Why don't you follow what I'm telling you something? See see on my screen what I have done. Okay. See on my screen. See, I have created a separate sprite for the bullet. Okay, and I have positioned it where I want it to be starting from, and that's it.
Sprite 2 is that okay?
So now, whenever I start the game, I would want my character to go to this sprite. I would want my bullet to go to this character first, so I'm going to go to its code and first write a code for my sprite to start. So whenever I press the flag button, I would want my um, this sprite to come to this position, and this point sprite I would want to this position whenever I press that flag button. It doesn't matter wherever we are, whenever we press the flag button. So both of these things, both of these objects, they are going to come back to their original. Where do they need to start? Now I want I want some way for my character to move. So in order to do that, what I can do is I can make my character move using two things. First, with the arrow keys, I can tell it to move forward or to move it, ask it to move backward, and then I can decide in which direction should my character should be looking. So for that, I'm going to use an event, which event is going to be called forever. So it's going to forever check one thing, that in which direction do my character needs to look to. Sorry, I have used the wrong code here. I actually need to use it for this right one. I don't want it for this one.
Sir,
Yes.
when I'm drawing the sprite 2, I'm drawing the small circle there. So now it's coming on the sprite space, sprite 1 space.
Sorry, I can't get what you were trying to say. You can show it
I'm
on your screen if you want.
Sir, see, when I am drawing this circle, here I've drawn it to for the sprite 2. That's for the sprite 2.
So what is happening is you're not following the instructions again. So I'm not sure that why don't you follow the instructions, Aima? You need to listen carefully first, then try to attempt something. The problem that you have is that you try to do everything on the same time. So you are partially listening to what I'm saying and you're partially trying to do something, which does not work some of the times. So listen to the instruction that you have to do first. After that, try to attempt something. Let me show you once again. Now you have to be very careful in what I'm doing. After that, I'm not going to tell you this again how I'm doing it. Listen carefully first before you start doing it yourself. What the wrong thing that you do is that you start doing it even before listening it completely so that you don't understand that. Now listen very carefully. This is fine. You don't need no. Go to sprite 2. We have the problem in sprite 2, so we need to fix that first. Select the sprite 2. Now go to its costume 2. Leave your mouse. Leave your mouse. No problem with me. Leave your mouse. Now leave your mouse, Bacha. I have deleted it. I didn't need it, so I have deleted it. This one, always remember when you want to move your sprite, when you want to make your sprite go small or big, you need to use the select tool. If you don't use this tool or you use any other tool, it's not going to help you. So make sure that you are using the correct tool for the correct purpose. Here you have also drawn something. Let's try to repeat that as well. And now comes this one. If I go to sprite 1 now, I don't need this empty costume. So let's say I can delete that. This is the sprite that I need here, and this is the sprite that I need here. Now I don't want it to actually starting from here. I can make it small. You don't need to do anything actually. I still told you the same thing, and then you are
But sir, see,
you are again doing the wrong thing, Bache. You are not listening first. I told you to listen first, then try to practice something. Amma, you need to be patient. किसी चीज की जल्दी नहीं है बच्चे, आराम से काम करेंगे सब हो जाएगा. ठीक है, ये वाला हमें नहीं चाहिए, हमें ये वाला चाहिए. दैट इज इनफ फॉर अस. ठीक है, इसको इसके सामने रख के देख लेते हैं. ये इससे बड़ा लग रहा है अभी आपको, इसको थोड़ा सा छोटा कर लेंगे. ठीक है, इसको थोड़ा सा छोटा कर लेते हैं. अच्छा ये देखें, यहाँ से जूम इन होगा ताकि आपको ये सही से नजर आए कि ये है क्या, और फिर आपको इसके एजेस से आप इसको छोटा कर सकते हो. जब आप इसको यहाँ पे छोटा करोगे तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली दूसरी साइड पे भी छोटा हो जाएगा। ठीक है, वो देखें दूसरी साइड पे भी छोटा हो गया और छोटा कर। इसकी आउटलाइन हम लोगों ने बहुत ज़्यादा थिक रखी हुई है। ठीक है, इसकी आउटलाइन को भी लेट्स से कि हम ख़त्म कर, हमें नहीं चाहिए इसकी आउटलाइन। अब ये आपकी बुलेट होगी। अब ये बुलेट आपको छोटी लगेगी, जाहिर सी बात है, इसको बड़ा कर लेंगे। मैं कर रहा हूँ बच्चे, आप छोड़ दें। ठीक है, अब ये बुलेट साइज ठीक हो गया। चलो ये बुलेट साइज ठीक हो गया। अब इसके बाद आपने हर चीज को ध्यान से पहले सुनना है, उसके बाद उसको करना है। ठीक है, अब आपने ये वाली मिस्टेक दोबारा नहीं करनी कि आप मेरी बात नहीं सुन रही और आप खुद से करी जा रही। इस तरह प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी बच्चे। ओके, सो नाउ the thing that I have coded for right now is that I have made this, I need to make something so that this character can move on screen. So in order to make it move in any direction, I only need to use move forward and move backward. So let's say that if I press the forward button, if I press,
Screen is not shared.
yeah, I'm sorry. So now I need to fix that. How do I make this character move on screen? So if I move forward, for that I need to go to motions and select move 10 steps forward. If I want to move backward, I can duplicate it and I can ask my character to move minus 10 steps. And I can use certain keys to do that. For example, I can go to sensing and use this key space. Instead of the space, I can use up arrow, and similarly I can use the down arrow. So whenever I press the down arrow, it starts going back, and whenever I move the up, use the up arrow, it starts moving forward. So that is what is going to happen now. Whichever character do I want to go to, whichever direction I want my character to go to, it can go into that direction. If I am moving in, see, it continuously keeps moving. Now it can continuously keep moving as well on the other side also. So I can make my character go into any direction that I want. Perfect. So now I have this thing here. But let's say now I want my bullet to be starting wherever I start this sprite. So my bullet is starting at that point. That is perfectly fine. Now I need to add an event here. The event is that whenever I press a space key, I use a forever event here also. Forever event would say that where is the forever? Yes, forever event. So use this forever event here. Forever, I would want this character to go to forever I would want this character to go to the sprite one. So wherever this character would be, the sprite would go near that. But it should obviously not only go near that, it should go 60 steps X also. So I'm going to make sure that it changes X by 60 after going there as well. So that is what is going to happen. So wherever your character is, it is going to be within the range of your, the bullet is going to be in the range of your character. Okay. The next thing that we need to fix on is that how do you fire the bullets? To fire the bullets, we need to have something that is an event And that event here would be when any key is pressed. Let's say when space key is pressed. If space key is pressed, we are going to start a clone, create clone of myself or sprite to myself. And then when I start as a clone, I would want to motion move 10 steps forever. Just hold on a moment, everyone.
Hello.
Me, the music was aligned. So now when we start as a clone, it means that when this bullet starts as a clone, so whenever you press the space button, this bullet is going to start as a clone, and whenever it is going to start as a clone, whenever it is going to start as a clone, it's going to start getting out of the, whenever you start it as a clone, it is going to come out of, it's going to start running and it's going to go hit the walls. So whenever it hits the wall, I would want this character to delete itself also. So let's say that I ask it to do something like that. So the bullets are being fired, but the bullets are not in the direction of the character that we have. So we'll try to fix that in tomorrow's lesson. Today we are going to fix one more thing. That is that once this bullet has been fired, we need to make sure that whenever it touches the boundary, it disappears. So let's say that we go to this tool here, which is if, put it up here like that. Put it up like that, and then go to this sensing button here, which says touching. So if it touches the edge, we are going to delete the clone. Okay. So this is what is going to happen now. You see that when it hits the edge, it gets deleted. Okay. So currently, shooting game has its character. It has the bullet. The bullet is being fired. So we need to fix one thing now, and the one thing that we need to fix now is that how do we make this bullet and character run in the same direction? So for that, I'm going to tell you about what you need to do today is try to figure out if you can create this. If you,
Sir?
if you can create this character and code how to. So I'm recording this lesson
Sir,
as well. I have also recorded it. I'm going to share this
okay, sir.
recording with you as well. So once you
Okay,
receive
thank
this recording, just watch the whole recording and try to fix the code where you are having a problem.
Sir,
So And tomorrow I'm going to complete it by telling you that how do you fix the
Sir,
position of the pointing direction. Yes, I
sir,
can
you,
hear you. If you want to say something, you can say now.
sir, you would share the recording.
That's what I told right now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So everyone, take care of yourselves. If there is anything that you want to ask me, but follow the steps that are there in the recording and try to make these two sprites and try to code the bullets being fired. Tomorrow we are going to fix how the bullets start with your character, the gun. Where is the gun? The bullet should be there where the gun is starting from. So tomorrow we are going to fix that, and also that we are going to learn how can we make more characters to whom we need. So we are going to just do these things. And in the next lesson that we have after this week, the next week after Eid, we are going to see that how can we uh, the game that we will do. Okay. Thank you, sir.